It's easier for a society to deal with scarcity than abundance, right? Scarcity is something where the stuff that was valuable becomes even more valuable, right? It becomes incredibly precious. And so you go from treating it as, a moderate luxury, whatever, to a necessity, right? But if something becomes scarce, society knows how to react because the value change is in the direction that people can understand. When something becomes abundant, it stops being valuable, right? And that literally changes society's calculation of what matters. There's a great precursor to what's going on in the media landscape, again, with the early history of the printing press, which I consistently feel is the most apposite historical period. So everybody knows about the Gutenberg Bible, right? And it's if you say Gutenberg, you almost have to say Bible in this Pavlovian way afterwards. But that wasn't what he went into the business to publish. He got his first loan for a printing press to publish indulgences. And indulgences were the things the Catholic Church would sell, basically, if you'd run up time in purgatory for the nasty, nasty life you're living. You could, if you made a donation to the church, get time off out of purgatory before you got into heaven. It wouldn't absolve you of mortal sins, just sort of day-to-day sinning, the kind of time you run up for day-to-day sinning before you got into heaven. And the church would then allow people to sell indulgences on its behalf, and they got to keep a cut of the profits. So this is a pretty good market. So a lot of people wanted, to get into heaven earlier, and a lot of people wanted to sell the means to get into heaven earlier. The bottleneck in the system was literally writing things down. So Gutenberg says, if we can print indulgences, right, we have basically a license to print money, by one step in direction. So the early effect of printing indulgences, right, is that people selling indulgences are making money hand over fist because it's, they can literally sell them as quickly as they can make them now. The long-term effect of indulgences, on the other hand, is the Protestant Reformation, because Martin Luther flips out and uses the printing press to take his, 95 theses that he nails to the church door, his complaints about the Catholic Church. And his principal complaint was, right, indulgences have ruined the church's sense of morality. So having a few more indulgences, right, that increases the value. But also when you can flood society with indulgences, the value collapses. So we're used to thinking of media, right, access to public speech as being inherently valuable. But we thought of it as inherently valuable when it was just quite rare, right? I mean, we have this whole class of words, publisher, publish, publicity, publicist, that refer to either the profession or the work of taking on the incredible difficulty, complexity, and expense of making things public, right? And none of that stuff is difficult anymore, and it's not complicated anymore. It's not expensive anymore. I mean, one of the things I said to my students in this seminar on media is that my follower count on Twitter is larger than the audience of my hometown newspaper. And anytime I want to publish anything, albeit at 140 characters length, it's 10 seconds work. And so the structure of the media landscape as we knew it can't stand the shock of inclusion, because scarcity changes value in ways that society can predict and internalize, but abundance doesn't. Abundance destroys old values and makes new values possible in its place. And so for a media landscape that assumed that access to the public sphere was itself this difficult, important, and valuable commodity, to have it be free to any 13-year-old, that's not something that's easily internalized. And boy, if you want to talk about abundant media access, what's been going on in this decade is it would be hard to overstate the degree to which that's become the normal case.
Read and watch more from Clay Shirky at BTNN.TV.